So Findar's mom is not too far from Solitude, just south of the Solitude Mill, right across the river. I'm thinking we could do a little bit of a good cultist, bad cultist thing. And, you know, if we're really desperate, what we'll do is you'll hold her while I just kind of like punch her in the stomach. What do you think of that?
I hope this all ends up being worth it.
I hope so too. Why is it that you know where his mother lives?
I had to accompany him back to her a couple of times. She always seemed miserable. Probably because he kept asking for gold. If someone kept taking all my coin, I'd probably be unhappy too.
Okay, so maybe we don't need the whole good cultist, bad cultist thing. Is there anything else you can tell me about Findar?
Not as much as I should be able to. I know he stole a lot from us and that it upset Alara. Worse than I've ever seen. I think she struggled to trust Stranger Sense. Findar is probably one of the reasons she's so guarded these days.
So that's why she had me, you know, complete a task to prove my loyalty, my worth, and so on.
Let's go and find this Findar fool.
Yeah, I'm with you. Alright. Okay, maybe we don't need to beat up the mom, then I think she might be a little bit more willing to give him up in that case. Sorry, just, you know, joined a Daedra cult and immediately I'm trying to beat up old women. But that's usually how these cults go, in my defense. Oh yeah, you can see her shack right from the Solitude Sawmill. Look at that. She's a little isolated. It doesn't look like she even has a front door. Maybe she sold the front door, you know, to pay for, Findar. To be able to give him more gold every time he came back. I'm just gonna wait for Marith to join me. Fastest way to do that might just be for me to wait an hour. Oh, nope. Okay. Yeah. I might just wait for an hour because she doesn't look like she wants to jump in the water. There you are. See, I knew. I know what's going on here. Hi. You, want to get down from there? Man. You're not living too well off, are you now?
Can I help you?
You live by yourself out here?
Yes, though Solitude isn't far, so it's not terribly remote. Occasionally my son will visit when he's not in jail.
You must be so proud of him. Well, I need to locate him.
Findar? What do you know of him?
I'm his friend. He's in danger. Tell me what you know or I'll gut you like a fish. He stole from me and I need to find him. We're friends. We're best friends. He's never talked about me before?
Ha! In danger from me beating his sorry hide, maybe. That fetcher has himself locked up in a jail cell in Whiterun. You can find your friend there.
Alright, that's easy enough.
Now I can get back to my reading.
Which it makes sense because we were even told that he's likely in jail.
Should have figured Findar would be in jail.
Right?
Farewell.
Well, it means he's not going
Just because
anywhere.
I live on my own out here, don't think of me as a defenseless old woman.
I mean, I didn't until you said that. Now, I'm not so sure. Microphone quality on her wasn't the best, but the actual voice acting itself, not bad. Especially given that she's likely a throwaway character that we're never gonna see again beyond just like, hey, where's your son? I need to, steal what he stole back from him. Oh. That's, odd outfit for the jailer to wear.
If you need potions, you should try
He's nothing to
Arcadia's
say.
cauldron.
Well, you won't mind if I just kind of stroll on in and bother this guy, right? Hi.
Did you want something? Or have you just come to gawk?
I can do both. I can gawk and also want something. Are you Findar?
The one and only Findar the Wise.
Wise.
Proprietor of stolen goods, friend of the shadows, and soon to be king of the underworld.
Okay, my
I've only
liege.
recently added the Wise part to my name. I'm hoping it'll catch on. What can I do for you?
You stole something from Meridia's order.
Well, to be correct, I stole several things.
You're not helping yourself here.
What is it then? Do they want their gold? The food I stole? That tiny Meridia shrine that was sitting above Laracine's bed? No. Let me guess. You want the staff.
You gotta buy me dinner first. You're right. Where is it? Well, how did you know?
It was almost their only valuable possession. I wouldn't be a very good thief if I had robbed them and not taken it. Look, let's make a deal, and I'll give you the staff.
Alright. What's the deal?
Get me out of this horrid place. Well, to be more specific, I need you to watch my back and protect me whilst I escape. I've already stolen a key from one of the guards, but I can't take on a legion by myself. But with you...
No, I'm gonna resolve this without bloodshed.
That's boring, but... fine. You might try the jailer by the entrance.
Oh.
I'll wait here. Obviously.
Okay, that's why the jailer just had regular iron armor.
What can I do for you?
Okay, I was wondering if
Keep
she would
yourself safe.
have anything else to say.
I've got a lot of
She
respect
did
for the
not.
Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers. The Emperor, the Tamriel,
Hey there.
dead. He's a dark
I'd like to
times, my
talk to you
friend.
about the prisoner
Dark times
Vindar.
indeed.
The Wood Elf. What about him?
I need him. I'd like to pay for his release. I'm the Jarl's Thane. I demand you release him at once.
Yes, my Thane. At once.
Now
can
that
I
mage
help
from
you?
You
the
know, this
Coven
really
like you.
isn't the best
Guess things have finally calmed down over
legal
there.
system
Come
we
speak with
have
me at
here.
my mother's
I
house,
really
just
shouldn't be able
outside
to
of Solitude.
demand
I'll give you the staff there.
people be freed, and they just go, oh, okay. If anything, they should really speak to the Jarl first. It works in my favor that they don't, but really, this is a terrible system. I will say it would be funny if he just never went back to his mother's shack and we go there waiting for him, and his mother just goes, oh, he did not come back, dearie. I don't know why I immediately went for the Nenro Ware voice from There Is No Umbra, but honestly, that voice I just associate with old mothers in Skyrim now.
Greetings. Farewell.
Now, give me the staff.
Okay, I admit, I may have told you a slight lie when I said I would give you the staff. It would have been more apt to say, give you the location of the staff.
What are you, a lawyer?
Last time I saw it, I sold it to a mage who was operating out of Golvunter, an old crypt just outside Riften. I'm not sure if he's still there, but it's worth a look.
So,
New ruins?
that's why nobody is very fond of
New
Findar.
dungeons?
And here I was thinking we'd be able to go at least one day without seeing a skeleton.
Hey, there could be Draugr.
I've told you what you want to know. Aren't we done?
Not so sure.
A creepy tomb, certainly filled with Draugr. Excellent.
That's the spirit. Hey.
Can I help you?
You can keep an eye on your son, for one.
I've told you what you want to know. Aren't we done? I've
Okay.
told you
I was
what
checking
you
to see
want
if he
know.
had anything to
Aren't
say.
we done?
Like if we gotta open a new dialogue menu with him, but no.
What can I do for you?
Okay, and she doesn't have anything at this time either, which means we can head down to Golvuntir. New dungeon, love to see it. New dungeon, I'm always happy to see some new dungeons, ruins, and so on. Oh, hey, there's the new ruin. Okay, because it's not really built into the mountainside. I almost feel like the placement would have been better had they moved this up over there and built it more so into the side of the mountain than having this kind of like long passageway here. That's just
All over.
me being picky, so what else is new?
Just trying to work out whether I'd prefer this place to be full of bandits or Draugr. Bandits win, but only by a tiny margin.
I'm with you on that, mainly because bandits
Either
can't
way.
shout.
Let's try to make it quick.
Because let me tell you, after what, 12 years? Oh, dealing with the Draugr who just shout again and again and again and blow your ears out and have no cooldown for their shouts. It's exhausting. I just, you know, I have better things to do with my life. He wasn't hostile, so I went to talk to him first, and as soon as I did, go figure, not a fan of me. Go figure, he was ready to attack. But I wasn't sneaking, I definitely wasn't trying to be quiet. He just wasn't really sure if, I was worth fighting at first. Oop, that's blocked. Can't go that way.
Is someone there?
Did you hear something?
Now ain't this
Oh,
a
that's
surprise?
blocked
Here
from
we
the other
go.
side.
God
Never
damn
mind. So my question then is, did the bandits
It's
kill the
not
mage,
there.
or are the bandits working with the mage?
I knew I heard something.
Is someone there?
Let's
will
just...
regret facing Meridia.
moving.
There'll be some.
I love a challenge.
I love as soon as he says I love a challenge,
Try to fight
Marith
back.
just
Do your
beats his
worst.
ass.
What is your problem?
Because on the mod page it says relationship with the followers, but I don't know if by relationship they mean romance or just friendships. Because I could see there being a romance with Marith,
Ooh, an artifact.
right?
Hopefully it doesn't have any curses or hexes attached to it. Only one way to find out.
How about you pick it up then? What if I just give it to you? Here. Enjoy this new, possibly cursed ring. Oh, okay. Alteration spells cost 17% less to cast. Magic regenerates 100% faster.
What a lovely surprise that it's not filled to the brim with Draugr, but bandits instead. It must be our lucky day.
I like her attitude. She's fun. She's fun to travel with, and sometimes that's just what you really want, what you really need in a follower, in a companion. I was checking to see if that door was open just because that's where the marker's pointing, but that's just a vanilla Skyrim thing where the marker's pointing to the shortest path rather than to the exact way we need to go. So we need to open this gate up. Oh! Did the bandit down there hear me? I'm sorry, I can't fight you just yet. I'm sorry, I gotta open this up first. So give me a second. So I flipped this lever again, wondering if that was gonna close one gate and open up the other one. No, it only controls this gate for where the ring is. So yeah, I'm just missing another lever then.
Need me some skooma.
There we go.
One last time.
See, sometimes you just gotta check behind the pillars or on the side of the pillars. Wasn't really hidden, I
Is
just
someone there?
hadn't noticed it yet.
Huh?
Or rather, it
What was
wasn't
that?
poorly hidden, it was decently hidden.
Finish this.
I see another gate, so we're gonna need to find another
I think I heard
lever. I see a Draugr behind you, but I think they might be dead.
We are out.
Yep, dead. So we have two gates. One gate, two gate. So I'm wondering which way we really need to go. If there's a way that is the right way, maybe another way that's just to another artifact.
After all, what was that?
Nothing. Definitely not a man pulling a chain. Well, that didn't open that.
Oh, good.
Found
Another
you.
fight.
Did that open... Okay, it opened up that one.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Yeah, I've heard it before. You know how many bandits use that line? If anything, you guys need some new
No one
material.
bests an orc.
Marith's just kind of waiting up there. Marith's just surveying the battlefield. I am wondering if we're going to get a lot of opportunities to travel with the other members of the Order, because so far, we've spent more time with Marith than anyone
Well,
else.
This is cozy. Maybe we should trade our lives above ground for this homely crypt. Absolutely joking before you get any ideas.
I'm glad the idea of sarcasm, I'm glad the concept of sarcasm is not lost on Marith. If anything, once again, she's fun. Because frankly, a lot of the times, Daedric cultists, not that fun. Usually they're not even really great conversationalists. So it's nice to have that change of pace. Oh, a ghost. Oh, and an angry ghost.
Death comes for I will return.
Well, I was wondering if maybe she was gonna be friendly or something. Maybe we could talk to her. Maybe she was gonna say, "Oh, I was trapped here by the wizard who has the staff." Was not the case, though. Another blocked doorway. We have 2 iron doors. 1 lever. Oh,
Time
bandits.
to end this little game.
I was expecting to look down here and see another lever, and have to figure out which one to pull. Not exactly the case. So really, I only had to open up this one. Also, where is Marith? I think she's lagging behind a little bit. Let me just make sure she keeps up with us. Yep, there you go. Alright. Just wait for it to retract. Alright.
As much as I love talking with you, now doesn't feel like the right time.
I mean, I was checking on you because I was worried you might be suffering from some, serious brain damage. Hello? Don't mind if I just take your potions real fast and your gold. Realize I didn't loot the chest, but I know it's not going to have anything
Wondrous
that I need.
things lie beyond this door.
Oh, the mage. The master necromancer.
Come on! Try to fight back!
He's dead. He's already dead, Marith. My journey to Farah's pure resurrection continues. For now, she remains in ghost form. Oh. Whoops. If only my power were stronger, I'm certain I could bring her back to her true self. I just miss her so much. The brigands that I've hired to protect this place have assured me that she will be left to work on her alchemy. She seems bound to the table. It's the only real part of my wife that still remains. She would stay up all night practicing her alchemy. I miss those days. It seems even in death she wants to help tend to the sick and injured. If only she knew what I have become.
I'd say sorry, but that was definitely your fault.
I mean,
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were doing that on purpose.
I can feel bad for him. I can feel a little bad for him in the sense that, you know, really, he was just a little misguided and he wanted to bring his wife back to life. Wow. Great way to treat the staff is all I have to say.
It's not as shiny as I remember. Knowing our luck, it's probably had its power drained or something.
Well, I have soul gems.
What do you say we get back to Alara? That's enough tomb delving for me for one day.
I have soul gems, we can recharge it, it's fine.
Let's get back to Alara. It seems I enjoy being away from the sanctum much less than I remember.
Okay, just wanted to see if she had anything else to say. She doesn't, so I'll just grab this stuff, which, once again, don't even need, but we'll be on our merry way. Ooh, what book is this? A hypothetical treachery.
Champion?
Oh, I just tapped E. I guess I somehow held down E too long. I don't recognize
if only
that
bar
book.
had been lifted in the first place.
Right? I say that in every dungeon I go through. Every dungeon, every ruin, every tomb. every single damn time. You get used to it, Marith. Unfortunately, you get used to it.
One of my favorite duties is providing healing to the sick.
You worry too
I
much,
visit the
Larson.
Temple of Kynareth in Whiterun
My
when
deepest
I
respects, High Priestess. But this isn't a simple purging mission. This is deep infiltration. It will be very dangerous.
Oh?
We both know you and I did things just as outlandish as this back in the day.
I
Infiltration.
suppose I can't disagree. Do you remember the time we had to search the whole of the North, all whilst dressed in those terrible pilgrim disguises? We weren't fooling anyone, though back then, we were but humble acolytes, desperate to impress the High Priest.
Don't remind me. You know I used to offer to polish his boots thinking it would gain his respect. If only I knew how wrong I was.
I wouldn't worry. I used to clean his robes on a regular basis. Gods be praised that time has come to an end.
Welcome back, champion. Were you successful?
Well, I've been told the staff isn't as shiny anymore, but we do have it. I have the staff.
So you do. I won't ask what you had to go through to get it. That elf has always been tricky. Well, I think you had best hang on to it.
Oh.
You're going to need it for what you're doing next. Myself and Larson have just been working on the plan.
Okay.
In fact, he's spearheading this operation. Speak with him, champion.
Yeah, I heard something about, going undercover.
Keep yourself safe.
Something about infiltration, yep. So I was right in saying, oh, this reminds me a little bit of,
Champion?
Agent of Might
Need
just...
something?
Agent of Righteous Might. Words are hard, what can I say?
Good, you're back. Let's get to work, shall we?
Alara said you have a plan?
I do indeed. It's rather extensive, so I need you to listen closely. In order to destroy these necromancers, we need to learn about them. More specifically, what they're planning. As you've noticed, they become bolder, and there must be a reason. The letter you found suggests a plot. We just need to find out what it is. From what we see, multiple necromancer groups have joined together. They have been sighted holding meetings across Skyrim. One of these groups we recognize as the Dark Dawn.
Ooh.
We want you to infiltrate the group and learn what you can.
I like that name. How do I infiltrate them?
Luckily for you, whilst you were dealing with that Findar fool, I arranged for you to meet their recruiter. They are openly recruiting. Well, as openly as a group of necromancers can recruit. I expect they'll want you to prove yourself worthy in some way. Whatever it is, I recommend you just do it. Sometimes it is necessary to sacrifice your morals for the greater good. Once there, hopefully you will be invited to join them, and given the location of their hideout. Once you're inside, it's all up to you. Do whatever you can to find out what they are planning, but let me be clear, this is not a purging mission. I expect you'll find them more useful alive, and that being said, if you are compromised, I expect you to do what you must. You're meeting their recruiter, a Deep Moon Lookout. Your name is Remedi. Unless there are any questions, I suggest you be on your way.
I guess I was right, yeah, Agent of Righteous Might in 2023, which, love the premise of that mod, love the storyline behind it, so it's one of those premises, the kind of story that is very easily adapted, used again as another premise for another mod. I'm also just someone that I love any mod that involves being undercover, any story that involves being undercover. What information should I look for?
Given that we don't know what they're planning, that's a somewhat difficult question. If you've ever met a mage who has mastered, created, or discovered anything they consider to be impressive, then you know their tongues flap loosely. Gain their trust. Better yet, make them indebted to you. That's when you ask them the questions.
I am wondering if this becomes the majority of the mod, then if most of my time is going to be undercover, or if this is kind of like a one-off experience. What can you tell me about the Dark Dawn?
Not much. They're relatively secretive, which makes it difficult. Our intelligence suggests they're a small group, limited resources. It's understandable why they would want to align with other groups. Their leader is a Dunmer, but his name escapes me. In any event, he's the one you want to get in good favor with.
Alright.
Remember, your name is Remedi. Forget that, and you could leave yourself exposed.
Champion?
Well, maybe I'm just dumb and don't know my own name.
Need something?
Any advice for infiltrating the Dark Dawn?
They seem to be a small group. That means they could be closely knit. You may find it difficult to gain their trust at first. Like all groups, I'm sure they have their disagreements with each other. Perhaps you can exploit this. Just make sure you pick the right sides.
Alright.
Above all else, be careful. I know you're capable, but these necromancers are dangerous.
So for once, my, my tendency to be a little bit of a drama queen is gonna help me.
Walk in Meridia's light.
Look for the drama
You
in
have
the
questions,
necromancer
then?
group and exploit it. Oh, and Marith already left. I wanted to say goodbye to
Greetings.
her. Can you tell I've already kind of picked my favorites in the mod? Is it clear to you?
Need something?
Okay, Marith doesn't have anything else to say. It makes sense that only Alara and... I always butcher his name. But Larson. It makes sense that they're the only ones that really have a lot to say about this, since they are the ones who are giving me, you know, this assignment. We don't know how much is shared with everyone else in the Sanctum for something that might be a little bit more sensitive, for something undercover where there is the chance for me to be exposed if we did have a spy in our ranks, which... Once again, the guy who goes on his little Palpatine speech of, if one is to understand magic, we must, ignore the dogmatic views of the Jedi. I mean, other Daedra. I'm like, okay, yeah. You're not suspicious whatsoever. I'm keeping my eye on you. The less we tell that guy, the better. Maybe the Necromancer's right near Deepfall Crossing and Druidoc Redoubt. I'll walk from, Deepfall Crossing.